What is up? This is your LA in a minute. And yesterday, the city of Los Angeles approved one of the most ambitious public investments in recent city history, a $2.6 billion expansion and overhaul of the Los Angeles Convention Center. This is set to transform downtown and prepare the venue for LA28. But critics call the expansion fiscally irresponsible and warn that annual costs of nearly $100 million per year will cripple city finances for decades. So, is the LA Convention Center expansion a good idea for Los Angeles? Let's get into it. Yesterday, Mayor Karen Bass gave final approval to the Convention Center expansion project that was previously approved by a vote of the City Council 11-2, with 2 members abstaining. The project's aim is to lure major conventions and elevate the city's ranking amongst national convention centers, which right now is 21st according to the Wall Street Journal, out of a list of 30. The overall expansion is projected to cost $2.62 billion and finish in 2029 after the Olympics and Paralympic Games. The renderings are beautiful, but this isn't just a makeover. It's projected to create more than 15,000 jobs and inject $652 million in general fund tax revenue over 30 years. The centerpiece is a 325,000 square foot added structure connecting the South and West Halls over Pico Boulevard. This would bring the center's total exhibit space over the critical 1 million square foot mark, making Los Angeles truly competitive for major conventions on the scale of New York or Chicago. Supporters of the project point not just to the additional jobs created, but they expect at least 500,000 additional visitors in the first decade, with an average of $120 million in direct revenue from events, parking, and digital signage over 30 years. The projections also include more than $650 million in indirect general fund tax revenue, thanks to hotel occupancy taxes and associated spending. Yet serious concerns remain. City Controller Kenneth Mejia explained that the city will finance a total of $3.06 billion for the project, putting the city on hook for an average of $104 million each year through 2056. And critics such as Councilmember Katie Yaroslavsky, who along with Nithya Raman was one of the only 2 no votes from the council's final vote last week, call the expansion unrealistic, unaffordable, and fiscally irresponsible. The thinking is that this will cripple city finances for decades and draw resources away from core services like public safety and infrastructure. Critics argue that a modest renovation or a delay until after the Olympics would better balance civic needs and fiscal responsibility, especially because the convention center is slated to be the venue for fencing, taekwondo, judo, wrestling, and table tennis for the 2028 Olympics and Paralympic Games. And construction delays could leave the city facing penalties and a loss of prestige. This expansion of the LA Convention Center is a symbol of optimism for downtown's future with enormous stakes for Los Angeles. But if the projected event revenue and tax windfalls don't materialize, LA could feel the squeeze for generations. But what do you think? Comment below and let's discuss. Is the LA Convention Center expansion a good idea for Los Angeles? All right, LA, it's been